Greetings all my dreamers and dreamettes. It's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do with this channel. Subscribe right now. And if you want to support the brand, it's inspiredbydreams.shop. Okay, today we're just taking a look at this whole situation. I see Lil Woody's back in court, and I see titles all over how he agrees to testify in the trial. And I just wanted to break a few things down for the people and just to give a different perspective on this whole situation in this case. So let's go through it and see what's going, his challenges and how he's facing them at this point in time. Because like I told you before, you're just watching a person that's trying to take the best step forward. And he's not, people, put this snitching tag on everybody, but it's not about snitching, it's about the situation that's being dealt with. Okay. This case has been a big mess. I don't know why they drilling this guy down like that, because to me it seems like has really anything to do with it. It's mental energy they're just straining on this guy just to get him in there. And it's sad because it's the reality of the court system that, that whole situation where one person's crime, everybody has to pay for it type of situation.
All right, it's Monday morning now, and I need to find out from you what your intention is with regard to whether you are going to testify in this case. You have been granted immunity so that the privilege of self-incrimination is no longer relevant, because the state can't use anything that you might say in answer to their questions or any other questions against you. And you have been instructed with the benefit of counsel as to the consequences if you don't testify. So I'm asking you now what your intention is.
May I speak?
You can answer my question, please. So you're under subpoena. The state intends to question you. Are you going to answer any of those questions? Are you going to testify in this case?
Well, Your Honor, I've been pressured from the get-go. You know what I mean? Like, even when I went to the meeting with Glanville, I have told him over and over and over and over. You know what I mean? This is on my conscience. I got to keep distracting myself every day, because I'm being dragged down to here because of lies that I done told. I'm tired of y'all bothering me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that you're tired of being bothered, but you're under subpoena. It's a valid court order. So your decision at this point is, yes, I will abide by the subpoena and testify, or no, I will not abide by the subpoena and the immunity order, and I will be held in contempt for my refusal and put in jail.
Okay, let's stop it right here for one quick second. Now, I feel at this certain point in time the answer is yes. And it's hard because it's very tricky, and what he's going through and has to deal with right now is saying that he is going to testify in regards of on Young Thug. And the truth behind that is yes and no, because it's a tricky question. They just want him to have some kind of, see, even if he admits of saying yes, it's not necessarily saying that, but to the public and the way it's being promoted, that was being agreement of saying that, he's telling on Young Thug. The court system puts you in a position where it's either you're gonna just throw your life away along with the person that's involved in this act, or you're gonna just get yourself out of the situation in front of that person and have to say things that they already know, but they want it to come out of your mouth so it can be more on you. So it's a very tricky thing, and you can see him holding his head right there in the corner. This is very stressful, but these type of situations are hard to, just hard to understand. Don't get yourself in these crimes, but you're seeing the guy that wants change in his life, and these are the things that hold you back. But you have to get over these hurdles, Woody, to get to where you gotta go. So let's just go right back.
But I did the time for all my crimes that I was caught for.
Sure, this would not be any kind of punishment for any crimes you may or may not have committed.
It's not
this
a punishment.
Would be that you have been ordered by a court to testify. And if you refuse to testify, you're held in contempt. You're saying, I refuse to listen to the court's order and obey it. And it is not a punishment, it is an incentive to have you change your mind and obey the court order. So which is your decision?
It's tough. It's tough.
Can you explain it to me?
So we talked about it.
It's the same thing that Glanville doing to me?
It is the same order that is still in control. You have a subpoena for your testimony. That is a court order. You also have a court order that says anything that you say can't be used against you, other than if you get on the stand and lie and it amounts to perjury, you can be charged with that or with false statements. But if you refuse to testify altogether, when you're under a court order to do that, then that is considered contempt, because you're saying, I don't care what the court has ordered, I'm not going to do it, and then you'll be put in jail through the end of this trial.
Think about Woody.
Or until you decide, you know what, I think I will testify after all.
Your life.
Let me be honest. I'm telling you to your face. You just said that something about it, they can lock me up for lying. I'm telling you to your face, this is all I do. And you're telling me that they can lock me up if I lie. But if I sit here and testify, so the E-way going to jail.
No, not with regard to anything that you might testify to that might otherwise admit to a crime or admit to your involvement in a crime. That's what the immunity order does. And I'm sure Mr. Melnick has explained this to you, and I know I've explained it previously. But none of that is going to result in you being put in jail, because they cannot use that evidence against you to prove any of those crimes that you might incriminate yourself about. So are you going to testify or not? Do you want to talk to Mr. Melnick again? No? Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Now, I know a lot of people, especially people that's in the street, they're going to be looking at this like, he's going against what... But I just seen I've watched Woody and I've seen him tell his story. And what happens in most of these times, a lot of people get thrown into these situations because he comes from a background where they had a harsh beginnings, and they had to hustle and struggle to grow their life and get it to where they had. So he always was going through this thing of survival. And now when you have an outside source that's making money through entertainment, I'm just saying the way it is, and you pull certain people in your clique because of their past, and you know that they can stand in front line and do certain things because their survival mode might be protective of that person, things can get a lot messy. And I feel like in the court system, it's really messed up how everybody has to be charged, but that's how these RICOs and how gang violence and organized crimes and things like that are being constructed in these times. I just hope everybody get this whole situation situated, because it's been a mess, and it's been a long running trial, and I feel like if they don't have the evidence where they can directly pinpoint what the situation is about and who did what to who, then it's going to be very sticky on saying who's told on who, because at this point in time we don't know what's going on. All we know is that a lot of these charges are getting pinned on different people, and some of these people that are getting pinned on really didn't have that much to do with it, just probably by affiliate or by just being a part of something that they never probably was a part of the business side of it, just knowing being in part of in the neighborhood. So until next time, it's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right now and leave your comments down below.